Hello, 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 you beautiful earth angels and light beings. Thank you to all of you high vibing, godly energies who came here to watch this live today. This video of love, whenever you're able to see it. Really appreciate you joining me. I hope you guys are having a great day. I've been up since very early. I just did yoga and sipped some coffee, got in the shower. Nothing major. Care of some paperwork. That's because those of you who follow me know I'm going into litigation very soon. So yeah, I was taking care of some of the minor stuff involved in that. But I'm having a great day. I did a live earlier in case you missed it, specifically regarding karmics. Make sure you go back and watch videos up to 3 weeks ago when you all are able to see these things. And you may be resonating with that energy and moving towards this. So God, can you please let us know? Thank you so much for your presence here today. Thank you so much, Jesus, Mother Mary. We really appreciate all of you loved ones, all of you light beings out there. We appreciate the blessings that you give your lambs. Can you please let us know what's going on with love, the love energies around us, what we're working on, what's coming in, things of that nature. Thank you so much. Thank you, God. All right. I'll go ahead and pull a few just to see what energy we're in. And when you're able to see this, you high vibing beings, go ahead, give me a thumbs up if you resonate. You know. Thank you so much. All right. Deepening. Stronger connections being made, going deeper into oneself. But we also see once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender. They bring the peace of God. So basically, as we go through our cycles, obviously, many of you who know what's up with that, you know that every cycle of life, we're supposed to clear karma, not collect it. And as you get deeper into your cycles, the closer you are to your full ascension, your full awakening and everything, and you just get tired of all the 3D nonsense and mess. But that doesn't mean that they won't try to keep you in that energy. But it looks like you're just an old soul in particular, kind of getting tired of the BS. And you're just working with the universe, working with God to deepen your connection to spirit and yourself and disconnect your energy from toxic energies. Yeah, grounding yourself. For sure. Many of the most evolved beings on the earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. And so it looks like that's what you're doing. You're not getting involved in any karmic false cycles. You're cutting yourself away from karmic energies and their little fake obstacles created and such. You could be seeing butterflies quite a lot, birds, and this looks like a goat. But yeah, we got a couple of birds. We got the butterflies all over the place. You could have a cat. You could be adopting a cat. You could be seeing black cats. And then we see here with the karma, you clearing out past life karmic cycles during this time, grounding your energy and just deepening your connection in this life cycle. Beautiful energy so far. And that's also a notation that because you're clearing cycles, because you're grounded, and because you're working on past life karma, you have good karma coming in. So that's nice because this is a love reading. So we also have expansiveness. So we see eternity is far more creative than the rigid constraints of the exhausted ego. Yeah, you've gone through your ego death, you've gone through your cycles, and you're moving into a universal expansion of your conscious mind and unconscious state, connecting closer to the universe, divine, God, Buddha, Allah, whomever that you pray to, certainly moving closer and getting spiritual gifts as a result of it. With that expansiveness, it's also kind of like abundance. You have divine abundance and freedom coming in. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. We know what divine abundance means. That means abundance in all aspects of your life because you chose to be a lamb of God and not a sheep being led off to slaughter for the devil. You're free. You broke out of the constraints of the 3D. You could have just recently broken out of a toxic relationship or marriage of some sort. And if you haven't, you're being encouraged to do so. You were born here sovereign. You're born to be free. God wants you to live your greatest life experience. Anything trying to prevent your greatest life experience, prevent your destiny, is not of God. So it looks like you're breaking free from toxic people, energies, places, and things. Again, that could be a breakup from a toxic, abusive relationship or marriage of some sort. But certainly freedom and a deepening connection. And lots of abundance coming in, grounded. Divine abundance. And then we have invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously. Just say, I'm finally ready, God. Pursue me. And it looks like many of you have already done that. You've already gone through the deepening, the grounding, the alignment of your karma, which means that you had to clear karma. You had to get chakras aligned. You had to do self-work. You had to go through dark nights of the soul. You had to go through karmic cycles, whether they were ordained or not, to get to this place. And it looks like you did invite the help in of the gods. And if you haven't, you're certainly being encouraged to do so. And have all those high vibing beings help you ease any sort of karma placed on you that is not yours. Bring peace and ease into your life and remove any of false sacrifices made and things of that nature, because you've already made so many sacrifices to get yourself to a point karmically where you are in this life in the first place. To have even been blessed to get another life cycle, you would have had to, you're coming in with karma that you have to clear. And you seem to be on the high side of this, so you're not coming in collecting new karma. You've done that. You've made all your sacrifices, and now it's time for these things to ease for you. You've invited in the help. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. So yeah, breaking these chains of the 3D and getting yourself out of these rubber band bindings of somebody else's constraints allowed you to put yourself in a place to receive, because you surrendered to God a long time ago, and this karmic around you has to do the same thing. Anyway, sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's safe. It's a sacrifice to love. So if you've been watching my videos, whenever you guys are able to see my shadow band videos, you know that I've been talking about, all this nasty energy getting removed from the universe and the ushering in of all this beautiful energy coming in and such. And those who were forcing others to make sacrifices they were never meant to make are moving into those cycles themselves, because this is about love. This is about clearing karma. This is about ascension. It's not about slavery and holding anybody back and false constraints. And now they're going into some severe, massively difficult, God-ordained cycles of sacrifice. Sanctity. Yeah, through offering, even the most mundane problem can become sacrament. So yeah, it looks like you made an offer of love, of acknowledgement to the heavens, called them in, asked them for help, released, confirmed and acknowledged your contract with the heavens and Lord, to bring this love in. Now let's go deeper into this love, because this is like a more 5D aspect of what's happening almost, and what the things that you're doing in the 3D that play a role in the 5D to anchor in your karma, your blessings that, were withheld. You're breaking free from that. And those people have to go into God's version of those constraints. God, can you tell us more? You're calling in your soulmate now at this time, after all this work you've been done, breaking free from the constraints. You've grounded yourself. You're called in the help again from the heavens above, and you've been acknowledged. All the positive karma you put into the universe is being acknowledged. All of the false karmic cycles placed upon you are being acknowledged. And you have justice coming in with that sanctity card. We know that you're going to have a peaceful space where it feels like your sanctuary. You've made your offering to God, which is the only being able to humble you or anybody else, and it was accepted. So you have a great beautiful relationship coming in. It's a soulmate relationship. This leads to long-term commitment for all you blessed divine beings out there. This looks like either a very high resonating soulmate, a replacement twin. For those of you who saw my twin videos or are interested in that, you might want to go check that out. Some of you are getting replacement twins because your twin, your original twin failed. But anyway, you can go check into that. We see a lot of you going into great situations after having freed yourself from a toxic relationship, engagement, or marriage. You're going into a much more playful, happy cycle with this new energy coming into your life. It's an ordained energy. It's the energy you're meant to be with. It's a romantic time you're going into. You could hear from this person soon. Just because I'm noticing the book this time around in the note, this person could have wrote you something. You could be hearing from them soon, contacting you about wanting to connect. You are already connecting in higher dimensions, in planes. But this comes in with ease as God is sweeping out this nasty, dirty energy out the universe and basically back to where it came. This will be a passionate new beginning for you. And this partner coming in because you freed yourself or you're in the process of freeing yourself from this nasty energy with, of course, the help of God. So let's see what else is going on in love. Let's pull out a few of my cards. See what's been happening in love. So this is a great soulmate relationship, but we know you had to go through some things to get to this point of this relationship that's coming in. So let's see what those things were. Let's see. Kindness will be shown to you, and we see that throughout your divine abundance and all these blessings of assistance and things coming in for you. Well, okay. Winter. You have changes coming in the winter as well. And for this person could have a winter birthday. You could have a winter birthday, but with that said, you do have a cycle coming to a close or beginning in winter. You have a toxic from the past that was very cold to you. That's the relationship you'd be leaving. And basically, you're being blessed for having to deal with something you probably weren't even ordained to deal with. But you'll find that out over time if that's the case. Let's go with these first. Ugh. Okay. Toxic karmics, STDs that cannot be healed. That would be their karma for the way they get around, the way they treated you, and probably others. Trying to keep you constrained and keep you from being free, keep you away from having friends. You could have been in one of those relationships where your boyfriend or girlfriend didn't want you to talk to anybody else, didn't want you to call anybody else. You couldn't have maybe incoming phone calls. You have to not have a lock on your phone, like somebody really insecure who doesn't trust you or trust themselves. So they always think somebody's cheating or, they're not healed and things of that nature. So you also have a new energy that where kindness will be shown. Want to know if you like them. This past energy feels you are their biggest regret, but mistakes are often not mistakes until somebody gets caught. They're a series of deliberate actions and events, until you get caught, and then you feel bad. And that's not true forgiveness. That's not true. That's not with true intent. You don't truly feel bad. You feel bad that you got caught. It's a narcissist paradigm, basically. Anyway, toxic karmics stabbed everyone they know in the back. So they don't even have a support system at this point because they stabbed everybody in the back, trying to get everybody to help keep you encaged out of a loving relationship, away from your divine abundance, away from being grounded in your connection with God, with source, with the divine. And they use so many people and things to do this. They don't even have a support system themselves. Toxic karmics. God attached tricksters and watchers to evildoers. So they're definitely getting caught and busted. Somebody's coming in leading up to winter with an apology for you, and that'll be genuine. Toxic karmics use their bodies as payment to send dumb idiots to stalk you. So if you're one of the people who were stalked, you know how they got paid. I wrote you a message and deleted it. I mentioned that earlier on when I saw the book in the note that somebody probably wrote you a message. This person has a fair skin tone or fairer than you, potentially. All right. And as you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, they've been doing construction next door, although it was when I'm not recording, it's oddly quiet during those portions, but they are doing construction next door. So if you hear that, I do have my windows open. So that's what it is. And you know how the dogs are in my neighborhood conveniently, and the motorcycles and such. So anyway, casting and spells are returned and blocked. So we see this with your freedom. We see this with this negativity going back to from which it came, and toxic people being put in the cycles that they earned. They're toxic karmic cycles that they earned, and you being removed from that. So that's beautiful energy. Everything we do in our life is a deliberate choice. We have free will. Even if you sold your soul, you have free will. Everything in the universe has free will, and everything in the universe has a soul, right down to a fly or a gnat. You choose. So you're responsible for those that you harm, try to bind, attack, or destroy in any way, shape, or form. And it's the most pathetic thing in life to try to keep somebody else from having love. When we're down here to spread love, grow, and learn, you got to be pathetic to participate in any kind of way. Really need to see a therapist. Really need to go work on yourself. Okay. All right. Confident, not arrogant energy coming in, which is nice. That'll be refreshing from the energy you're probably dealing with, that probably thinks or thought they were untouchable, could do anything they wanted to you, whenever they wanted to you, to violate you or your privacy, which is foolish. But you got to be foolish to try to engage somebody and take their freedom, take their rights. We are humans, folks. And if you're down here acting like the scourge of the universe, that's comes with karma. All right. So continuing with love, anything else that we have? Someone with a March birthday involved in this. Someone with a March birthday could be coming in as this confident new energy. Someone with this March birthday could have been your toxic karmic. Someone with this March birthday could be the person coming in to make a true apology leading up or into winter towards you. But fall is for the fallen. So them being exposed happens this fall, or is already, it's already in the process. Let's just be real. Anyway, a financial increase is coming in for you. So that's beautiful, particularly in this reading. But we did see that from the beginning, even though this is a love reading, you're getting divine abundance, and divine abundance comes in all forms. It looks like you'll be moving in together with this energy, but we saw that with the engagement card very early on. This new energy is more commitment worthy and type of energy that you should be with, had these false obstacles not been placed. The false obstacles are placed by men with small peen energy. They probably have quite a lot of estrogen in their system as opposed to testosterone, because, when men act this way, it makes it very hard to call them men. When men stalk women, when men are invading privacy, and they're, in theory, and spiritually, should be the protectors of women. And what they do is damage them and participate in these things for money, for perceived fame, or just to feel like they have power. It just screams how pathetic and weak and insecure they must be. It really screams how they have unhealed wounds from childhood and society, and that they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, and that they project instead of heal. They run from their issues and try to engage others, hurt and harm others, suppress you instead of healing. Great changes are still coming in for you, which we already saw. Losing everything because of their bad karma now. So these people going around, male or female, with small p energy, trying to bind you, or this relationship you got out of, or whatever this is romantically, they're just gonna have to get their karma. Them and everybody else they keep involving. You just gotta get your karma. You don't care about the things that you have and gained illicitly in the first place, or you would have earned them the correct way. You would have followed universal law. You wouldn't be making things up and stalking, harassing, watching, binding somebody, trying to bind somebody. That's disgusting. Toxic karmics confused. They can't think straight. Well, that sounds like karma to me for making a bunch of deliberate bad choices constantly and regularly. And they're probably pretty confused and can't think straight because they know karma's coming. Potential divorces, lawsuits, arrests for abuse, and things of that nature are coming. And they probably can't think straight because they're stuck. They either have to tell the truth and get themselves in trouble, or try to tell more lies and continue to keep you binded and make it even significantly worse for them. So, I'm sure they can't think straight. They couldn't think straight to stay on the right path in the first place. Your family and friends took money to hurt you, and karma's kicking their butt because God returned it to sender. That doesn't apply to everybody. That vibes with you. It does, just like any other tarot reading. Take what applies, throw away the rest. Sensitive, yet strong. You have a sensitive, yet strong energy coming in that could view you this way as well. They'll also be confident, not arrogant. So that looks very balanced, this energy coming in. Again, they would have to be very balanced, have balanced out their dark and light, gone through dark nights of the soul and all that kind of stuff to even come in on a high vibration towards you. Taking things to the next level. We see that. We saw you moving in together, engagement, and everything else. Plus, we know you'll be deepening a 5D connection and grounding it, anchoring it down here with your soulmate. And God's going to do that. There are too many people down here on earth thinking they're gods amongst men, and they're not. They're not even men, or thinking they're gods amongst men, and they're not even real women. You know what I mean? They're insecure, unhealed, and shouldn't even be responsible to tie their own shoe. But, it's going to be a lot of people going to jail and things like that. So they've been out here doing some seriously nasty things, so they ain't going to have to worry about it. But anyway, toxic karmic, sleep with bosses and coworkers, and it's been filmed. I just went through a breakup. You or they could have just broken up from this energy or in the process of going through that, healing and all that good stuff. Mistakes were made. Obviously, if you're going through a breakup, this is karmic. Can we take this to the bedroom? This person could have only wanted you for intimacy. This person could be 56 to 59 years old and could have an October birthday. But with that said, this could be the new energy as well. Once you, elevate, we do see the passion here. We know it goes to engagement. Someone with an October birthday is involved or coming in, potentially involved with the mistakes that were made. And again, somebody within the ages of 56 to 59 could be involved in the situation in some way, shape, or form. Those could be grandparents, aunts, uncles. If you're within that dating range, that could be your counterpart energy. This could be the energy that was trying to create toxic karmic bonds or keep you withheld from love. But anyway, they're, they get to enjoy the bindings they tried to put you in. Well, strong feminine energy was present. There's a 56 to 59-year-old feminine. Could have been this age at that time. Could be this age now. But strong feminine energy, potentially with October birthday, May birthday. What else did we see? Winter birthday. Could be involved in holding you back from the love. They could be a karmic or karmics, family, friend, or foe. Doesn't really matter. Didn't feel positive, but if you were the feminine watching this, you would be the strong feminine energy, which is why they're jealous and pathetic. Female and male energy is out of balance, which we see with this old energy here. Any loser trying to keep somebody else from experiencing universal law and the divine gift that we are all given as humans when we are birthed on this planet is out of their mind. and deserves absolutely every bit of karma that God has come in their way. Absolutely every bit of it. A brother could be involved in this nasty situation. You'll have a chance encounter with new energy coming in. You'll be meeting the family, but we saw that with this being your soulmate and engagement. You'll be meeting this person's family. You or they could already have children as well, or you could be coming together and making like a blended family. Also, we have toxic karmic community perks, can't stay on script. So you could be in one of those group stalking situations with family members, got you all involved with jobs and everything else. But they can't even stay on their script now. They're running around like the clowns they are, and they're just getting busted. But you know about that in all my other videos. I'm going to keep this to love as closely as I can. You can watch the other videos for that. Angels are descending on evildoers. We know that. They're coming to get them. Toxic karmics become ill. It's their karma. Sounds like angels are coming. It'll be your choice if you want to move back to this karmic situation or move forward towards prosperity and security in a marriage and continue to walk towards the light. It's always our choice. It's our free will, regardless of who tries to bind us in fake and false contracts. Can't sell that. Anyway, it's your free will. Karmics, your truths are on the news. So these karmic people involved in all this nastiness towards you, trying to keep you from being free to love, are going to be on the news for their actions and activities. People love your truthful nature. So people, with 2 brain cells to rub together with any measure of decency in their body, love you for telling the truth. Love you for being a great person. Love you for being honest. Love for you for giving of your time, your money, your intelligence to help others. Good people like good people, I love you. I'm not in love with you. So this could be one of those toxic karmics from the past. Hater X loses their job or business. That would be their karma. A little older than you is this energy coming in, or you could be a little, honestly, for the watcher, that's you. This person would be a little older than you coming in. They'll be dedicated and express dedication to you and vice versa. And then we have someone's playing games. We know your toxic karmics are trying to come back around. Still playing games. Still acting like they're not trying to obstruct your freedom. Still making it worse for themselves. Anyway, a new love you can trust. We saw that with the dedicated. You're going to be apart from these toxic karmics for a while because they have very long jail sentences coming up. If you've been watching my other videos, a little younger than you. So it could go either way, folks. You could be a little older, a little younger than this energy coming in. It'll be different for all of you. We'll just see because we're all on different timelines. Not that anybody's watching this right now. But anyway, whenever you guys are actually able to see my videos, past and present, unobstructed, under the same rules everybody else goes under, and things like that. Let's see who's been helping you, angelic, who's helping you in this twin flame or this soulmate come together. Who did the heavens send to help? God, can you give us some more information and let us know who you sent in to help bring this union together after so many people tried to play you on this earth to keep it apart? After so many people think they have a right to disrupt other people's destiny, life paths, privacy, love, the right to have a private relationship, the right to experience love, and what we're here to do. So you sent in, God sent in hope with Haniel, Archangel Haniel, to help you in your counterpart, the forgiveness you needed to forgive these toxic people, not for them because they still have karma to clear with you, but so you move forward because they're just going to carry that karma with them and it piles up and gets worse and worse day by day. The more they keep doing it, the more they run from clearing it. Chases you to every life or into hell. With that said, you've done the steps to forgive, and so has your counterpart energy. You guys are ascending through this. Anybody else Thank you so much, God. Thank you so much for all of our blessings, intelligence, life, truth, honesty, integrity that you bless us with. Then you have divine intelligence came in to help you both, and security from the heavens. I don't have to go in. I mean, like literally, God sends a security force to protect you and your counterpart, get you out of this bind, which is why a lot of people are going to jail. A lot of new people are going to go to jail, just finding themselves, bringing themselves into a situation that's going to wreck their destiny because they participate in things they shouldn't against mankind. But you have the best security team in the world. You have the security team of the divine. And I've never heard of God's army losing. Whereas, it's like a point of spiritual war, if you guys know about Revelations and all of that kind of stuff. But for you Christians out there, but, it was always written to be a losing battle. They lost the battle, and people need to just get prepared for their karma. Because there's no way anybody in the universe arms are long enough to box with God, let alone a whole host of pissed off gods and archangels and everything else. There's nothing that exists. Ain't that loud truck some nice, good confirmation? I even hear the birds chirping. You can't touch the lambs of God and think that that doesn't come without penalty. You have divine intelligence, you or your counterpart at a supreme level. Probably versed front and back in universal law with Archangel Metatron here. It's the last type of energies anybody should try to play with. That means you have extremely high spiritual ranking and you're dealing with people that don't have spiritual protection, let alone spiritual ranking. They certainly would have been stripped of anything they were using as security, whether they were trying to use magic, the freaking Antichrist, or the devil. They're certainly stripped. They have no security. God's going to take their little mechanisms and toys used to harm you and keep you in this binding, keep you away from the love you're meant here to show to the world, keep you from receiving the love you're supposed to receive from the world. That ain't these people's decisions. They don't make decisions as gods. That's not any of their jobs. So that's going to be rough. I can't wait to see all these big, bad, tough people try to box with these gods. That's about to be funny. All these tough people that thought you didn't deserve love, that went around manipulating, trying to stop you, slandering your name, or whatever they did. I cannot wait to see each and every one of them turn those very words directly to God, not just at a lamb of God. Say it all to his face under your judgment publicly. I can't wait. This is a whole bunch of left path activity that came your way because you were on the right path. You're a child of God, and so was your twin counterpart, soulmate that's coming in. So obviously it would have been demonic energy trying to keep you apart. Bye. Looks like you don't have no security with that. That was a losing game. Any one of these archangels alone could knock out and take out that energy easily. And now, look, guys, I'm getting a scam call. This happens to me. It says 323. Well, it's a scam call. This happens when I'm telling the truth, when my gang stalkers are watching me and stuff. But y'all going to find out about the scam calls and what happens with like those insurance calls and where that money goes. And they're like, oh, and they're scamming these old people. It's just all part of them catching themselves as they're suppressing this video right now anyway. So it's kind of funny that they would call. Like they've done that trick already and they're so close to being caught that it's pointless in particularly to do it while I'm recording a video that's going to get used as evidence. That was so dumb. See, they can't think straight. They're confused. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So yeah, you or they could be a Taurus or have Taurus highly placed in your chart. And God came in, gave you the hope, the divine intelligence, and everything else you needed to bring his divine plan to fruition. And as you can see with just my phone call and this live video, they stupid. I don't even know what to say. Just keep moving forward. Hold your vision, because this group stalking and all of this stuff is most certainly a wrap, and they owe you so much. Like, if they knew the dollar amount that call costs, it's a threat. It's a harassment. It's part of the group stalking. It's part of a plan. It's part of organized crime that they have an actual playbook for. So how are you going to deny that this is not part of you have a playbook? Oh, the electronic trail. They talk too much. Hold your vision. Fixed moon energy. That basically means that just hold on, God's got this. This is already in place. It's already destined. It's already written into universal law. It's already written into yours and your partner's life destiny. So just let them do what they need to do on their end. All right, the answers you need are coming. No coincidence that came in over the divine intelligence card at all. Full moon in Gemini, you or they could have Gemini, but this is your twin, and that's what mostly that means. You have a twin flame coming in or soul counterpart coming in. Both of your guys will get the answers right down here to the things you already know in the higher realms, and that's coming in fast. All right, and then we have expect powerful change over security. We're going to see an end to the bindings of black magic, these fake little phone calls, and the groups that are behind them, the groups that steal people's money through those fake phone calls. And although this isn't love related, since they decided to play on my phone and play with me again while I'm recording a live, we're going to talk about it. So yeah, it's all part of their organized crime system that's coming down, group stalking that's thoroughly lined up and been watched for quite a long time. Their own perps and ops have turned in evidence over many years. They have sworn in people into their groups and organizations that work for God, basically. And they've been watched since inception. Their whole grid of slavery and trafficking is going to be exposed. And they're going to have to pay you and all their other victims a ton of money. And all they do is keep doing stupid things to keep themselves entrapped in the traps that they set for you. For instance, and again, because I'm shadow banned and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and discuss this. For instance, I was being gang stalked by and am being gang stalked by my community, my family, my quote old friends and employers and such. And with that said, I went ahead and quit that job because we have way more than enough evidence to handle that and all the other groups and companies that are involved in that. But with that said, I went ahead and filed for unemployment insurance today and listed the true reason why I left, because my employer either has to tell the truth and say they discriminated against me and harassed me, or they have to lie. But either way, it works out perfectly for me because we're going to court with a lot of evidence. So you see what I mean by they're getting themselves trapped by their own karma. They're getting themselves trapped by the things they did to keep you from your divine abundance, to keep you from your passion, to keep you from expanding your knowledge with the universe and your connection with the universe. What kind of tragic, disgusting person would do that? Or people or groups would do that? People who do things for money, and it's not worth it. Because you're going to have to pay back every penny, plus more. Then you get to go to jail because you're part of an organized crime ring that is easily proven. You violate people's rights from top to bottom, not just man's laws, but universal law, and you knowingly get together to do just that. You throw dark magic around, it's going to be shown. Wait till you see all the VIPs clowning around in their outfits and shit, throwing around magic at innocent human beings. They play too many games, they play stupid games, and they're going to win God's ultimate prize. So just for wanting to irritate me today, I'm going to make it super tough for you when we get to court. Thank you for the phone call. So they still think they have power. I was taking a bath the other day. My perp upstairs, like I was telling you guys, came and stood over me watching me in the shower. masturbating like they often do. Like, how do you explain this in court when you think you're super superior and not being watched? You're definitely going to go lie and say you didn't do it because that's your character. But when it's played back to you over months and Sundays, what are you going to look like? You're going to look like the pathetic pervert that you are. Anyway, all that's coming out. With that said, the Lord's plans stand firm forever. His intentions can never be shaken. The only thing and only people shaking right now are the demonic people trying to suppress the truth, trying to keep people in slavery cycles for a cycle of life that is long since over and just being anchored in. They're pathetic and behind. And should have kept their covenant with God that they made when they hit this earth and were birthed here as a privilege, instead of trying to take everybody else's privileges and freedoms away from them and their ability to love and be loved. That is absolutely pathetic. Anyway, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Confirmation. Kind of sounds like a trash truck. But for those of you watching, you know I live in an apartment building. My trash came and got collected Friday. And they did this during my live video Friday. Confirmation. John 13:6. But anyway, we'll use this for the case too. It's an interesting coordination. This speaks for itself. You know, God gave his Son for our sins, not for men to play gods amongst men and commit a bunch of more atrocities against other human beings. So, you know, God's coming to clean up the trash like the trash truck. First, last, middle, initial. People involved. Karmic, new love. Thank you so much, God. VIIFKON. UWEMYVI. And finally, in the name of the Spirit, we have LIATUVNS. Thank you so much, God, for all of our blessings. Thank you for all the confirmations that were so properly timed and worked real well for us. Thank you so much, God, for ensuring our victory, for being lambs of God. And, you know, for those of you, when you're able to see this video and all that good stuff, I'm so proud of you for busting through and breaking free and connecting with God to bring in your soulmate. And for your soulmate or your twin doing the same thing, despite all these false obstacles that were created that people have to deal with themselves. And I hope they got a great celestial, godly security team. I doubt it, because these are the type of energies that, you know, get stripped of their spiritual team and their guides and things. But with that said, you have your counterpart energy are very highly ranked spiritually, got a lot of divine intelligence, universal knowledge, and are being blessed because of it, and blessed even more because all of these energies group together and play a role in trying to keep you from what is rightfully yours and ordained by God. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this random live I decided to pop in and do today. You can check my videos 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube for the time being while they're up here. And with that said, I'm Bree. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check today's earlier videos and up to about 3 weeks back. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Bye.